ABC Kinderteach presents A Boy and a Jaguar, written by Rabinowitz, illustrated by Katia Chen. I'm standing in the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo, where all the lions, tigers, leopards, jaguars are kept. Why is this jaguar kept in a bare room, I wonder? It's just in a cage. I lean toward my favorite animal and whisper to her. "What are you doing?" my father asks. I try to explain, but my mouth freezes, just as I knew it would. I am a stutterer. If I try to push words out, my head and body shake uncontrollably, which means he cannot make them do what he wants. The teachers at school put me in a class for disturbed children, kids who find it hard to behave like other kids. "He's not disturbed," my parents say. "We're sorry," the teachers answer, "but whenever he tries to speak, he disrupts." Makes it hard for the other kids to listen to the teacher. The class. The teachers think I am broken. Am I? But I can do two things without stuttering. One is sing, only I can't sing well, and the other is talk to animals. Every day I come home from class and go straight to the closet in my room. I bring out my pets, a hamster, a gerbil, a green turtle, a chameleon, and a garter snake. I close the door and talk to them without stuttering. I tell them my dreams. I tell them that I want to be able to speak like everyone else. I know that my pets listen and understand. Animals can't get the words out, just as I can't get the words out. So people ignore or misunderstand or hurt them, the same way people ignore or misunderstand or hurt me. I make a promise to my pets. I promise that if I can ever find my voice, I will be their voice and keep them from harm or things hurting them. My parents try everything to help me. Doctor after doctor, medicine and hypnosis, which means put you in a kind of sleep and tell you to do better. Nothing works. But my father knows the one thing that does work. He takes me to the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo. I go straight to the cage with the all alone, jaguar, lean over the railing and put my face against the bars. I whisper my promise to her fluently, which means without any speaking problems. I get through school by learning tricks that stutterers learn. I learn when not to speak, when to avoid situations, times when he might stutter, and when to just not be around people. When I'm in college, my parents enroll me, sign up for, in an experimental program teaching something that may or may not work. There, I'm told that I am a stutterer and will always be a stutterer, always. But the teacher tells me that if I work hard, I can be a completely fluent stutterer. I think about how my mouth moves and airflow, and for the first time in years, I can speak without stuttering. I can speak, but nothing has changed on the inside. I still feel broken. I go to the Great Smoky Mountains to study black bears. Alone in the forest with the animals, I am at home. So he likes living in the forest or spending time in the forest. Later in Belize, I am the first person to study jaguars. The jungle makes me feel more alive than I have ever felt. I learned how to follow and capture jaguars for study before releasing them back into the wild. I am happy. But as fast as I catch jaguars and gather information to help them, hunters are killing them. They fear the animals, or are afraid of them, and prize, or really like, their bodies as trophies, like a prize for doing something that is not easy. I need to get more areas protected for the jaguars. I want to keep the promise I made to the pets in my closet. I have a voice now to speak for animals. In the capital city of Belize, in the office of the Prime Minister, he's like the president, I am given 15 minutes to make my case. 15 minutes, not very long. I can't stutter and distract, make them not pay attention, from my message. I have to convince one of the poorest countries in Central America with no protected areas in the entire country that it has to save jaguars. Later that day, the Prime Minister votes to set up the world's first and only jaguar preserve, a place wild animals and especially jaguars are safe. Back in the jungle, I know all the jaguars in the study area, which means the things that he is studying in the area that he's studying, from their tracks. But one day I come across a completely new track, the biggest male jaguar tracks I have ever seen. I follow the prints for hours. Not wanting to be caught in the jungle at night without a flashlight, I turn around to go back to camp. There, right behind me, right there, is the jaguar. He must have been following me. So he's following the jaguar tracks, but the jaguar is following him. I hope he's going to be okay. I know I should feel frightened, but I squat down and look into the jaguar's eyes, just as I had with the sad old female at the Bronx Zoo. But this animal isn't sad. In this animal's eyes are strength and power and sureness of purpose. We are both whole. We are both at home. So he finally likes himself and where he's at. I lean toward him a little, the way I had at the Bronx Zoo so many years before. What's he gonna say? Thank you, I whisper. So he says, thank you for helping me get over my stuttering.